So this is how we should shake hands.
Okay, shake it. Okay, I'm reading to the camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Magnus, I know you prefer playing with a heavier set of pieces, but today we're going in a different direction. We're going tiny. Tiny pieces and tiny board, to be exact.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow. Who's got the smaller hands? You can...
Oh boy. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm terrible at this. It's clear that I wasn't meant to be a surgeon.
I'm gonna knock all my pieces down.
This is actually the queen.
Oh no, oh no.
No, I did that on purpose. I really don't know if it is.
Oh no, all my pieces. What are you doing? I did them so nicely. That looks okay-ish.
I think that's as good as he's gonna get.
This is where I shine. One of my proudest qualities is how I handle small details. You might peel an orange, I peel grapes. You might pet dogs, I pet ants. While you're building sandcastles, I'm crafting with dust particles. Should I go on?
Please don't.
Are you ready to leave your advantage at the door and play this game with you as the underdog?
Absolutely not.
Let's get going.
Sure. So this is how we should shake hands.
Okay, shake it. First, before we start the game, follow Magnus Carlsen and the World Elite battle it out in Title Tuesday, the Premier League of Chess. Magnus!
Oh!
Is that a blunder? Follow the live broadcast
We have the pairings coming up here.
or Magnus Carlsen's point of view
That might be the most interesting game I've ever played in Title Tuesday.
here on the Take YouTube channel every Tuesday. I decided to start with e4 and Magnus replied by trolling me.
I think I should move something on the side. That's easier.
He played the move pawn to a6. This is known as the St. George defense. Not one that I recommend to anyone, but it is a bit of a fun opening to play. It doesn't control the center, so it's not normally seen at the top level, but the whole idea is to get the black bishop out onto the long diagonal to attack my central pawn. I defended that pawn and Magnus comes up with a sacrifice. He gives up his c pawn, really provoking me here. Oh no. I decide to accept the gift.
You have to queen the best.
That's fine, that's fine.
Maybe my position first, no?
But the idea is that he wants to win the pawn back with his bishop. Very, very ambitious play by Magnus. Not correct, shouldn't be good. Computer thinks that white is doing very well here, and I decide to keep my extra pawn here, defending along the diagonal. Black brings his knight out.
That was a risky move.
That was a very brave move.
I got certified favors, it's horrible.
What the hell's happened here?
Yeah, I resigned. I mean, I got 2 minutes.
I'll put this one back. I'm going to give you 10 extra seconds.
No, it's okay.
I messed up your d7 pawn.
No, it's okay.
Oh no, I just did the clock thing to give you extra time.
Oh, I think it's okay. Well, your position is totally messed up now.
That's fine though. I bring my knight out. Oh. We start developing pieces.
I am not confident at all that I'll be physically able to make this move.
And it was in this moment where I could have got a big advantage if I had just castled my king to safety. I could have got the same thing as the game, just with one extra move. Either that, or even bring the bishop into the center would have kept white's extra pawn. Instead, I decide to push my pawn forward, kicking away Magnus's knight, but this only helps him. He trades. I take back, and now he opens up the position. Still an extra pawn for white as we continue developing our pieces, but most importantly, black has very active bishops, lots of open lines. Magnus finds a way to get full compensation. Look especially how his queen and bishop along this line control so many dark squares. There's pressure on another diagonal as well, down towards my pawn, down towards my queen. And already I was feeling a bit nervous. I'd messed up my advantage. I knew it, Magnus knows it. and we decide to continue maneuvering. I drop my queen back, a pawn push, very logical from Magnus. He's got a dark squared bishop, so he wants to put his pawns on light squares. I step my rook forward, getting ready to double up. He gives a check, very clever. I have to move my king. He trades off.
Be quick.
Now I'm just messing up.
Come on, come on, more time, more time.
No.
No? Come on, we can do this, we can do this.
Boy. Well, now all my pieces are okay.
I take back. The bishop drops into the center of the board, and here we see all of the rooks disappear. White still has an extra pawn. I was feeling very confident here, very safe, but it's not over. No easy way for white to push the extra pawn. These three do not get past black's 2. That is the big problem. The white bishop as well is a bit stuck. The white knight stuck as well. Not great pieces. Magnus pushes a pawn, trying to put me under some pressure. I do the same. And we see more trades. Magnus now brings his queen in, happy to be 2 full pawns down. These 2 pawns, though, extremely weak. It's not going to be easy to save them for much longer. And now, big moment for me. I decided to try and be ambitious, to try and play for a win. If this was an over-the-board game on proper big pieces, I might have brought my knight to the edge of the board, hitting his queen, hitting his bishop, and after the knight hits those pieces, queen takes pawn, we would have seen some trades and almost a guaranteed draw. I should have gone for it in hindsight. Instead, I bring my knight forward, attacking his bishop from a different angle. He just moves it. And the knight drops back. So I'm 2 pawns up, defending everything, but Magnus has great compensation. He's still hitting my pawns in the center. I play a very weakening move now just to defend those pawns, but this could potentially backfire on the dark squares. Lots of holes around the white king right now. No dark squared protection, no defenders, and the game goes on. The bishop moves. I improve my queen. We see the black king step forward. The white queen slides across. We see another set of maneuvers here, stepping forward. I keep playing ambitiously, keep trying to play for the win, but Magnus calmly maneuvering his pieces, not caring at all about my 2-pawn advantage. Now he finally takes my knight. And I think opposite color bishops, I'm safe. But Magnus gives a check, hitting my king from the other side of the board. I step forward, the black queen slides across, and now I beg for a queen trade. I realized that my advantage was not great anymore. If I hadn't gone for this, the black bishop might have crept in with some checkmating ideas. So I decided to try and offer the trade. If Magnus goes for it, if the queens come off the board, it is a draw. I will block the light squares, he will block the dark squares. No way forward for either of us. But Magnus, he smelt a bit of weakness. He realized I was being a bit negative now, and he kept the queens on, playing for the win. I offer the queen trade again. No, denied. I keep my pawn. Whoops, the black bishop now lines up with the queen. Objectively, this is still level. This is still a drawn position, but I was getting nervous. The clocks were ticking down. We'd both been dropping our pieces, those mini pieces leading to mini mistakes. And now I move my bishop out the way. Not the best move. I should have instead been bringing my queen back to stop him giving me a check, especially here after he pushed his pawn. I needed to retreat my queen, guard my king. Everything's covered, everything's fine. Instead, I take my eye off the ball. I push my pawn forward, and whoops, that is a nasty check now. I'm forced to step out into the open. Another check. Beautiful tactics from Magnus. I cannot take that bishop, as the pawn would deflect the king from the defense, and I would have to lose my queen. A series of checks there. Instead, forced out even further into the center of the board. This is bad news. Black has a winning advantage suddenly. Magnus knew it. I knew it. He took a pawn. White's king now too open in the center. The black queen stepping back. We continue maneuvering. I can't save myself on the dark squares though. And Magnus continues harassing my king. This check now really brutal, forcing me to step back. No way to checkmate me yet, so Magnus just pushes a pawn. I drop my king further back, and now the bishop comes in.
Oh, shit. Oh, stupid.
Ah, why did I do that?
Nasty checkmating ideas with the queen in the air. I have to give my king some breathing space.
No, no.
Magnus gives me a check. Not the best move, however. He should have given me a check from another square. Maybe here, winning in a different way. But suddenly he gives me a chance. My king creeps out to safety. He takes a pawn.
It's a fun game, though.
And one final hope remaining. It's all about my pawns. I have to push them and pray. Would they be quick enough? I step forward with one. I step forward with another. One square away from promotion. But my king's still so open. Magnus now tries to offer the trade of queens. A critical moment in this game. The first mistake by Magnus. He's gone from totally winning to a drawn endgame. But I didn't realize I had to trade queens here, take those queens off the board, followed by running forward with my king, trying to help my pawn promote. Instead, though, I kept the queens on. I was no longer in the mindset of an endgame, and much to my regret, I didn't trade off. That would have been the best move. Instead, I dropped my queen back. But now Magnus uses his bishop effectively. He blocks my passed pawn, and I realized there was no more hope here. The king steps forward. Magnus blocks the dart squares. He continues pushing pawns, and the last blunder, I step across with my queen. Magnus now finds a double attack. Check. Hitting my king. More importantly, hitting this pawn in the corner. When I move my king, he takes it. Now it's 4 pawns versus 0 on this right half of the board, and that spells danger. 4 potential queens for black. We see some checks. We see the pawn push. The king desperately trying to run forward. Another check now, forcing the queens off.
Oh, that's so sad.
Making me lose even more hope. I tried to play on, I tried to fight. I attack his bishop, he drops back, but I'm just too slow. His pawn is 2 squares away now from promotion. I have to retreat. I stop it.
Oh boy.
But this white bishop alone will not hold back 4 pawns. A whole army here for black marching forward. The king comes across. The white king so close to breaking forward. 2 squares away, gets blocked. Magnus killing my last hope. Yeah. And we see now the pawns advance. He starts to play with me here, starts to toy with his food.
That position is getting a little bit messy now. Oh boy. Okay, I got 2 minutes.
And it is inevitable. Eventually, when the moment is right, he advances, giving up 1 pawn in order to advance the other.
Oh, jeez. I need a rematch. Feel robbed.
I mean, you did win on time earlier. You hadn't given me grace there, so.
I step back, and there we go. 1 pawn threatening to promote, the bishop now blocking the other pawn. One of these 2 guaranteed to become a new queen. Magnus makes 1 queen, and instead of killing me immediately, instead of making a queen now with a check, ending the game, I would have resigned.
Oh, wow.
He makes a new rook. Just having some fun there. Magnus likes to joke. And here we see 1 final check. And eventually I decide to resign.
Should I resign?
Okay. Yeah, that was
That was stressful as hell.
that was horrible. This is the worst idea we've ever had here.
At some point, we both had like 10 seconds left, and I was like, shit, just don't drop anything.
But you really got the hang of it, though.
Yeah, we got better.
We got better, yeah.
At the start, it was
It's easier when the board is like half
board
empty.
is half empty.